Hello friends, today is another day in the 12 Days of Yule. This time specifically talking about glamours, or in my case, wards, because I don't particularly use glamours. Not because I think there's anything wrong with using them, it's just I don't. So today, instead, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I ward myself going out in public and the different like items I have charmed. And I won't say specifically how I've charmed everything, just more or less the purpose of each one. With that, let's get into it. So, in terms of wards, when I go out in public, I do a variety of things. The first is very simple. I either say a prayer or use Reiki, cocooning myself in light before I go to ward off the little inconveniences, the crossings that would be painful or inconvenient if just stuck to me. So that's the simplest, easiest one that I do before leaving the house every time. There are also a handful of jewelry items that I wear almost every time I leave the house. Specifically, two pairs of rings. Or I shouldn't say two pairs. A pair of rings. Two rings. One of which is a Claudia. Actually, you're... How do I get the glare off of it? Well, hold on. Let's try this. That didn't really work. Oh well. And it was my wedding ring. I am since divorced, but I still wear it because it is a reminder and it has a handful of important messages just within the symbolism of the Claudia, not even counting the stuff I've added to it. So the reason is because I can flip it one way or the other to show if I am receptive or not receptive to incoming energy or incoming propositions. So being single right now, it can, for those who, even those who don't know, it also helps put the energy out there of I'm looking or I'm not looking for attention right now. So that is one of the simple wards or veils that I use. The other one that I wear almost all the time that I go outside is this one that, again, I don't know if I'll be able to get the camera to focus. Maybe it'll focus better if I do it this way. Yeah, there we go. That has the Elder Futhark on it. Because if you follow the symbolism of the Elder Futhark, at least what is in modern paganism considered the meaning of the different runes, because there is some debate over what each rune means, this, that, and the other. There is a whole lot of symbolism packed into that. But it's also, I have a fair amount of ancestry from that part of the world. So it is a way to say, yes, I accept the assistance of my ancestors. One of the others that I wear regularly as another ward or veil is this Norse raven. Again, I am having a hard time getting my phone to focus on these things, but it's just a raven with knotwork on it. I have a lot of appreciation and relationship with ravens. If you look at my my air altar in my bedroom, there's several ravens on it and a whole bunch of owls, which I know freaks out some people, but they are my friends because I do a lot of spirit work, you could say. I talk with my ancestors regularly. And many of them view ravens as the symbol of magic, specifically magic at a distance, and also of death, being a carrion bird. So there's a lot of symbolism to keeping that symbol with me of I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of the dead or the dying. I will do what I can to help them. And sometimes all that means is listening to them. And I'm only going to go over one more because I want to keep this short. I found this fun little kitsune ring because kitsune are a symbol that I have found a great affinity for as I have studied their lore and how they interact with the world. They are a forest spirit from Japan, which have a lot of parallels to other regions of the world. They are a typically benign trickster until you do something that angers them. That is an attribute I have attempted to cultivate in myself. A light frivolity, a joy of just existing, who also protects their boundaries. So it's more of a reminder of a think about things. Everything's not always exactly as it appears. And don't be afraid to defend myself if something goes out of line. So those are some of the wards, some of the charmed items that I wear as I go out. I have a multitude of necklaces that I also wear, but if I were to go through all of those, we would be sitting here for a while. And like I said, not saying exactly what I did or how to make them charmed, just the upfront symbolism that I wrap around myself, that I ward myself with. For those who have eyes to see, will see and recognize, and those who don't typically then just don't even notice me at all. So all in all, that's my little talk about wards, since I don't particularly use glamours. That being said, until next time, walk in the light, my friends.